Okay, this is my audience of 3 adults and 1 baby. Here we go. Okay, it's a known fact that obesity rates in this country reached epidemic proportions, so it's causing national economy billions of dollars in healthcare-related costs. And the solutions for this problem range from extreme dieting to government control of food industry. And none of these solutions produce really long-term substantial changes on a national scale. So is there anything else that we can do to turn the situation around? My name is Olga Galant. I'm a registered nurse. I work here in Richmond at the hospital. And I graduated with an associate degree from a community college, and I'm working on my bachelor's degree with Liberty University online. So in my presentation, I will talk about statistics of obesity and how it affects the country. I will discuss common causes of obesity and traditional solutions that are out there. And finally, I will look at how this situation can be changed, turned around, if we take into account a spiritual aspect of human nature. So according to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 65% of United States adults are overweight, with 1/3 being obese. And number of young people, overweight young people, has tripled since 1980. And also the associated healthcare costs of obesity in 2008 were estimated at $147 billion. So, and also obesity has very serious consequences on our health, which includes several different cancers, diabetes, heart disease, stroke, hypertension, liver, gallbladder disease, respiratory problems, osteoarthritis, and gynecological problems, and also depression. So obviously this is a very big problem, and it affects everybody in this country directly or indirectly. Shortly about causes of obesity. Generally speaking, obesity occurs as a result of consuming too many calories and leading long-term sedentary lifestyle. Also, some research suggested that low-income neighborhoods with fewer grocery stores and more liquor stores and convenience stores contribute to obesity. And a major contributor to obesity is also emotional overeating. So people use food to comfort themselves, to reward themselves, and trying to find that immediate gratification. So according to Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, that's a major part in prevention and treatment of obesity. Traditional solutions for this problem, for obesity problem, is of course dieting, changing neighborhood environments, bringing more grocery stores that offer healthful foods to people, and also behavior modification techniques that teach people how to reduce number of calories that they consume and how to increase their physical activity. So, however, all these solutions, as we can see from the recent reports, fail to bring substantial long-term changes and results. So obviously there is a component of human nature that is being overlooked or ignored. And as a result, we end up with those earthly, superficial solutions that inevitably fall short. So what we need to understand is that the solution that can produce long-term impact must evolve around human spiritual aspects of human nature. In search for perfection and happiness, we seek things like wealth, money, power, and so on, and also immediate gratification and reward in things like alcohol, food. Some people use drugs and sex. So indulging ourselves physically and emotionally and this kind of thing. So in order to bring meaning and fulfillment in our lives, we have to replace these short-lived solutions with things that are timeless. Those are the eternal values that do not change. And Christianity as a religion and worldview has those type of values. Things like family, marriage, self-control, honesty, purity, love, compassion and faith can make it possible for us to feel, to reach this sense of comfort without indulging ourselves, let's say, in food and things like that, other physical pleasures. So to summarize, in this presentation I talked about statistics of obesity and its effects on our nation. We discussed shortly solutions that are out there, and also how advancing Christianity as a worldview can bring a long-term change to this for this problem. So today, I really encourage my audience to seriously consider using values of Christianity as a guideline in life to achieve happiness in our lives instead of reaching for food every time we have a need to comfort ourselves. There's a connection between the body, our mind, and the spirit, and we need to care for all three of those. Because if we just care for the body and leave out spiritual aspects of our nature, we will end up with a never-ending cycle of those short-term solutions that are merely superficial in nature. Thank you very much.
Very good.
And with the camera.